My first spoken word was fish. My mother tells the story. I looked in the refrigerator, I was 2 years old, on my hands and knees and pointed up a couple racks up above me and said, "Sish." That's right, we're having fish. That was my first spoken word. It's unique in this world that we can create something by feel. I'm not a spreadsheet kind of guy. I'm a fly rod designer. When I design a rod, I have a feel in my head, in my hand, of what I want the rod to feel like when it's done. And when I'm finished with the rod and it feels like that, we call it a Sage and put it into production. The Circa is very unique. It's unlike any rod we've built. My goal in developing this rod was to develop a rod using modern materials on a very sleek, slender shaft that would load down in the hand but give you performance advantages over glass, performance advantages over bamboo, but a fishing tempo not unlike those two materials. Accuracy has always been the most important part of delivering a fly. You've got a particular spot, a rock or a rise or an edge of a stream or under a bush that you want to put the fly. So how did we develop a slow action rod that delivered great line speed and supreme accuracy? We used kinetic technology. We put it in the rod to develop a rod that will reduce the torsional movement of the rod, that when you load the rod back in one form, this spring unloads directly back the direction it was bent, rather than wobbling from side to side as it travels forward. That's what keeps the line on track. The lower I can load the rod down toward your hand, the more control you have of it for mending the line, for roll casting, for developing a loop. One of the most exciting parts of fly fishing is matching the hatch. Fishing a single fly to a rising fish. By putting a Circa in your hand and going out and approaching the river differently, approaching the river as this living form and identifying with the insects and the birds and the fish that live in it, the Circa is definitely going to breathe new life into the sport of trout fishing. I'm Jerry Seam, sitting by a river. This is where I like to be. It's where I can think about designing fly rods, which I've been doing now for about 27 years. It's a passion of mine, and it's something I take a great deal of pride in. That's what I do.